one in Charlotte.
College football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Let's see what's happening. I got it up, it's just not playing. Alright, there we go.
And the Buckeyes have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Yeah. I messed up and did auto recruit. And I had a whole bunch of freshmen. So when it came to trying to, transfer cut people, I had to cut off my good players. Shit hurt me.
Power football with the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Like loading into the game.
From the 40, it's 1st and 10. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the 1st down.
No, I think it was down.
Hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Volunteers are flying down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down.
Oh, my gosh.
Got rid of it just in time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And the
what
pass
happened
is
like that?
incomplete thanks to a big hit. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they'll send out the field goal
he's
unit.
slow compared to my last year's
He's going
game.
to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal,
Look, name of the game is no turnovers.
On their defense. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coffee. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14.
Is he, what's it called, level-headed?
They're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the shotgun,
not want to do that at all.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Forget the running game stuff. We're playing a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
I don't know names and nothing.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He's going to run it.
Oh my gosh.
This into a nice gain.
Got a 99 speed. So your corner, slot corner.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh, he got him.
Sends it downfield. He's got it down onside. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great
look at him.
example of the receiver knowing exactly
He'd have
where
still been
the
running.
first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he goes out of bounds after...
Alright, we good right there. Huh? What you say? Oh. Are you good? All right.
On that one.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short.
There we go.
Shows him the stiff arm.
Oh,
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Let me try this formation.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Trying to burn this defensive back. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal.
I need that spurt.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Oh, my gosh. Get there. That was a good fucking play.
That defense runs him out of bounds.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes. when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so.
Oh my gosh.
Touchdown Buckeyes. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities.
They got that power, so rough.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker.
Oh my gosh. That's some crazy
stuff. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
That was a big time put up.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make
my
it
gosh.
And down goes the quarterback.
And a holding.
There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense.
Decisions.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. So after the
I'll take that. That was a great hold.
Ground to cover on first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield.
He had it.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender
he got up there,
dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll go back to the air on second down. This one's complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Out of there.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They'll run it from the gun.
Oh, he missed the hole.
Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover.
Oh, that's big.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse. and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole.
Oh, he's so strong.
They'll get the first down, spotted on the 49.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. And maybe they want to try somewhere else, because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and standing with gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quarterback wants to throw on second.
Oh, great pickups.
Got room at the 35.
They picked up everything.
Green grass as he gets it to the 31. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'll continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read.
Come on, get in there.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. On the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And
I saw it.
And house it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes
might be winning too. I think it's like 11.
Able to separate themselves yet. They're in the 305.
All right, come on, y'all.
They are up by 7.
It's something for halftime at least.
UAB. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Fires to the right. He's got it. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got his man.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got it.
Get out. Oh, my gosh.
He's throwing a bullet.
One block.
There's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You got two plays in you.
Looking to throw on second down.
Man.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, easy.
I think you.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin.
No, I did. I have buffers. Forgot I got the field goal. First play. First drive.
And we're just about ready to go in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Coffee. And the ball is loose on the return.
Make them adjustments, coach.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. They'll go to the counter play. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw them. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23?
Oh, my God.
Crosses to 35. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Spits it out to the back. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop at this passing.
He's making
game
hell of
does some
plays.
damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. You want to create favorable matchups, and the angle route against the backer is a good way to do it.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to run man-to-man, that's hard. That's hard for a linebacker to run with a fast tailback. But if I can play a little bit more zone and stay in my zone and anticipate the quarterback throwing that route, makes it a little bit easier to defend in the future.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
Oh, I didn't want that. What the hell's going on?
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
It's about to be crazy.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Time to take
He really
a
hit
shot.
me like that? Oh my gosh.
They Touchdown, Buckeye.
It was supposed to be disguised. I couldn't get back on him. Oh, man.
He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Man, that's crazy. Why are these boys getting down like that?
The returner will field it and bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Air attack.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this one.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Akbar.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one.
Man, hold your blocks.
Game-changing.
Man, I should have.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
You gotta be kidding me.
Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually...
You know, I never thought about the fact that some teams do better with high tempo. Yeah, because I don't think anybody got tired that drive. Hurry up offense. Just how the team flows.
That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Ooh, good fake.
On the keeper. At the 40, there he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well,
that's some crazy stuff.
Quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting the first down.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Tennessee, 13.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Grabbed on the outside, it's Charles.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on the third down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on fourth.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
They decide to go for it.
Who are you trying to go to right
here?
there?
Trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
They'll try the run. Nice move to pick up yardage. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. On second down, looking to throw. Finds his tight end.
Well, you got some hitters, don't you?
Made after the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think the big
I'm trying to decapitate his ass.
If you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going.
I'm talking about everybody here
second.
second.
The very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And the Volunteers have it with a first and 10. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender.
I really feel like this dude's about to.
After a pickup of 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Good job,
and
man.
the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And stampeding through the defense. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback checking the play. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Oh.
Absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. Snap in the shotgun. And he had it for a second, but it just... About to kick it off.
He's not even my number one receiver. He was not supposed to. Yeah, he was not supposed to be out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
All right, we need a big play.
Room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
There we go.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
Are you freaking serious? He was in position and everything.
Get this drive rolling there after the 35.
And this guy is
that hurts.
reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Damn, I forgot I wasted the timeout earlier.
Uses a timeout quickly.
Oh, this hurts.
Ball back and preserve time for their offense. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He leaves it with his back. Runs through the tackle. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find
Good
space.
stuff.
Man, this offense would really like to
Good ass game.
this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Still running at the 40. Oh, look out.
I'm trying to go for every hit stick and strip I can. It's not working.
Before the defense finally makes a stop.
And he finally breaks when they get rewarded.
Hey,
They've been
good
trying
game.
to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack,